Hey, what's up? It's Juan here. I'm making an intro for this video short just to give you the gist of it so you don't have to watch a long ass boring video for no reason just to find out at the end or whatever. If you want to see the whole thing, by all means, how it happened and how I went through it. But essentially, I went to, and this is why I don't listen to music when I do certain tasks, because I want to hear. I always say listen to your tools. But anyways, so I put my first piece of wood in my new lathe, everything set up, I turn it on and it starts to knock. And so what happens is when I bought this lathe, I set it up, the alignment is adjustable, which I did adjust to perfection, but then the lathe can move several times before it wind up here. And I'm assuming that the level of the feet makes a difference. And this as much as this is metal, if it's not sitting, if the legs are not level, it will have a bit of a twist, and that causes. So subsequently, it was disaligned, and this is basically fighting that and putting pressure on the bearings from the moment that I literally use it for the first time. And if I did that, it would have been a matter of time before the bearings went. So, long story short, I took everything off, I realigned the lathe, and I had no problems, and I turned a beautiful walnut ball. So that's it. You can bail now if you want to see the actual whole thing, by all means. And thanks for being here. Well, the time has come. We gotta try this thing. It's been sitting here for like almost a month, so I put a chunk of wood on it. It has some cracks, and let's see what happens. This is tight. This should do. The cage looks just fine over there. No balance at all. Tight, tight. I think we're good to give it a shot. It's the first time I turn this on and it's knocking. So let's test something. See that? No knocking. So my guess Here's the problem. See that wobble in there? This is the one that came with the lathe. Try this one, which I believe is made by the exact same company. I still see it moving. I think I need to check that this is perfect adjusted before I start going. Safety first. I'll be back. Well, ladies and gents, that seems to be the dilemma right there. Just putting this here so you can see it's off. This is adjustable, but I mean, if you buy a lathe and you start using it like that, more than likely you know, the bearing is not going to last very long. So let's fix this up and go at it again. This has to be tight. So I should be able to move this. Yes. It's loose, this is loose. Oh, this is going to be fun. See, it looks straight from forward, but it's not lined up this way. So now we're lined up. Tie this guy. I think that's as close as it's gonna get. My guess is that if you just buy a lathe and start using it without checking this, it's not going to last you very long. This is probably why I see all those videos of people complaining about my Laguna lathe, I paid so much money. And there is a notion that because somebody paid a lot of money, that a machine of this caliber has to come out perfect. I don't think that's the case. But I always see, all these comments, well, when you're paying that much, I don't know. Let's give this a shot again. This will go here. Yeah, can you tell I haven't had much time on this? Don't worry about him right now. Okay, well, maybe we do. I think I gotta loosen this guy up a bit. Yeah, now I was gonna try to go in that previous hole. I think best thing for me to do is back this guy. Let's start there. This guy on. I had to remove the cage because it wouldn't let me come up really close. I still see a tiny movement there, but I think it's got to do with the fact that I already had an indentation there and it's like misguiding it. But anyways, let's give this a shot. It's like 3/4 of an inch there. Quarter there. All right, 400 will be a starting point. Sorry about the slow video, but I think it's important that we communicate all this stuff. I'm going slow like the first time I try this because the lathe is new and I'm respecting it. Okay. Well, this has been long and boring so far, so I'm just gonna skip all the, hassle unless something happens. I will record it, but if there's nothing important, I'll skip to either the middle or the end, so I don't waste your whole life on this. But I'll be right back. Hey, sorry, I kinda forgot about you there. Yeah, I'm a bit rusty, but I'm getting there. This thing, the crack's still there and I can see them from the inside. I got 3, 4 here and 3 here, and I have a live intrusion there which I haven't got to yet. Anyways, I'm taking my time with this. I'm keeping it about probably 3/8 of an inch because I'm afraid it's gonna crack. I'm not afraid as per being afraid. I think it's a great piece of wood, and it will look really cool with the cracks. So I don't want it to break. So I'm taking my time, and just to be a cowboy. I did a recess, and instead of a tenon, which I 100% of the time, it's the first time I do a recess on something that potentially can crack, which is a no-no. I did it on purpose, but don't think that it's that I'm being a cowboy here. I just want to experience, know that it's possible to do this, taking your time, and I'm crazy, but I'm not that stupid. But anyways, that's what I'm at. I will update you at the end. I haven't had any issues with the lathe since I got it aligned. So everything hunky-dory so far. Catch up with you in a bit. Well, not bad considering that I haven't touched a lathe for a while. It's my first time using this. This piece actually survived with all those cracks. A lot of sanding though. I gotta finesse my finishing touch. But you can't just buy experience. You gotta just keep doing it. So let's mahogany this thing. Very dark. I still see some tool marks. One has to learn to be patient. But I have 60 blanks. I think by at least number 50 I'll get the hang of this. I should have taken this off the lathe too. Very thirsty here where most of the tear out happen. Some people epoxy the cracks. I don't. I might try it and feel them. Unfortunately, because it took so long to get this lathe, most of my blanks have started to crack, so they're all gonna be dangerous, I guess. But I'm not giving them up. That's why I got the cage. Mind you, I didn't even use it, I took it off. Yeah, I think the one thing I suck at is finishing, because all this shouldn't be here. So, less YouTubing, more learning how to finish. Oh, she's light. Nice little piece. Let it dry a bit, stick my brand in. I went very close at the bottom. I never did a recess before, so I'm used to being able to go almost right to the edge, because then I make the tenon part of the bolt. This is the first time I use a recess, and by the time I realized I was already there and it was all rough, so I didn't. I used a scraper and a lot of sand in here, because there was not much left at the bottom. Anyways, that's it. I'll catch up with you the next one. Keep doing stuff. Ciao, ciao.